Hey, you. Yeah, you. You support physical media? Then why the fuck don't you have an Atari 2600 Plus yet? Okay, so Atari might not be your thing, but for those that do care about physical media, the Atari 2600 Plus is a pretty fantastic console. You can play Atari 2600 and 7800 games, and Atari are re-releasing their physical cartridges for a lot of their older titles. Unfortunately, Activision is not a part of Atari anymore, so you won't get re-releases of, say, Pitfall, Chopper Command, Pressure Cooker, Keystone Capers. So that's very unfortunate. But what you do get is Berserk, which is an enhanced edition. This game came out last year, and Mr. Run and Jump is another game, like a brand new game actually, that came out last year. So yeah, it's pretty cool. If you don't like the old school blocky look of the games, you think they're a bit too primitive, that's fair enough. They have also remakes or reimaginings of their classic titles or their classic games. One that I'm quite a fan of is like a third-person shooter on Steam. You can get it now. It must be going quite cheap now. It's called Food Fight. Now, this was taken from an original Atari arcade game back in the day, which was quite infuriating. I never played it. This like the Atari consoles are a little bit before my time. I was born in the late 80s. So, yeah, but I have a real appreciation for this sort of stuff because a lot of them are just so simple, but when you really sit down and like zen out to it, it's actually really cool. Like they're so simplistic and just fun, just simple fun. So, yeah, this Food Fight, this one on Steam, basically it's a third-person shooter, and it's got this mode in it called, there's a few different modes, Team Deathmatch obviously being a standard one. It is a food fight after all. It's like a third-person food fighting game. But yeah, there's this mode called King of the Cone, which I find freaking awesome. So there's this cone that once you collect it, it goes on your head like a crown, and then the other players are going to try and take you out. And when they take you out, they've got to pick up the cone, and like the longer you have the cone on your head, the more points you accumulate. So yeah, it's a hell of a blast, and I really enjoyed it while I could play it. But it's just at the moment my laptop is like shot. Basically, every time I turn it on, it sounds like it's going to vacuum the fucking floor. So, yeah, I am looking at investing in a new one of those very soon. I've been saying that for 3 fucking years, but now I believe is the time. So, yeah, Atari is pretty damn cool in my book. And another thing I wanted to say was they actually support homebrew stuff. So they encourage that stuff. So that's so cool. Someone actually made a homebrew game of Bentley Beer, their mascot, their IP. And you know what they did? They published it. So how freaking awesome is that? Like they actually, instead of punishing the person that's passionate about their IPs, they actually published their game. Imagine that. You don't get that shit with certain companies that we will not mention. So another thing too is that they're catering for the physical media customer base, which is another thing that another certain company doesn't cater for. And it's pretty obvious that this certain company, okay, it's Nintendo, all right? Okay, it's Nintendo. It's pretty obvious that Nintendo doesn't give a shit about anything but ripping money from your wallets. And that's it. And you probably think, oh yeah, that's just companies. That's what they do. It's called business. Get fucked, James. Well, guess what? I know that. But Nintendo from yesterday compared to Nintendo today, ooh, it's pretty obvious that one was like obviously catering for the customer base who, that to me, that is genuinely caring about business, because if you don't have customers, you don't have shit. You don't have money, you don't have nothing. And if you don't keep those people happy, that fan base happy, then you're fucked. You can also try and cater for another fan base as well, but at the same time, have the stuff there that satisfies that staple fan base. So this is where Nintendo seems to find it very difficult, and it's like they're not even holding back anymore. They're like, just like, yeah, fuck it, we're greedy. So anyway, I didn't want to turn this into a ragging on Nintendo video, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about the positives, and the positive being Atari. I think we should reward this behavior, and hopefully, you know, if you don't like the old school Atari stuff, hopefully you'll like something in their modern day catalog. Another thing too is if you don't have trust, you don't have shit. And I mean that in every sense, like in a relationship, buying something from a company, you know. So for Nintendo to be going about behind people's backs with their slimy little tentacles, getting them into our wallets and like trying to be all like stealthy, slippery snake all about the whole thing, that speaks volumes to me. And it's like, is there any coming back from that? Like, even if they apologize profusely, does that mean people, I mean, granted, a lot of people probably would go back to it. I mean, heck, some people are still defending them, regardless of them blatantly trying to rip us off. You've screwed me over like 50 billion times, but you know what? I think I'm going to just forgive you again. And so like, at some point, common sense has to come into it. I'm all about forgiveness too, you know? I'm a God-fearing man, but at the same time, I got a Discord notification. Lucky me. Anyway, I can't remember where I was going. I completely lost my fucking thread now. I think I was pissed off about something. Wait, it was Nintendo, wasn't it? Yeah, that was it. Hang on, it's all coming back to me now. Yeah, those dirty bastards. Think you can take my money, do you? Well, good luck getting blood out of a stone. I'm a gamer. I'll always be poor in wealth, but rich in spirit. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one, whatever the fuck that video is going to be. Bye!